A long time ago, on a building site far, far away, fibre optic cable was scaring the living daylights out of anybody who dared go anywhere near it. Feared by the masses, this fragile resource was only loved by the few who spent years perfecting the art of terminating it. Its incredible ability to send uninterrupted, high bandwidth signals for miles and miles was often marred by its bad points, putting people off the idea of embracing this technology from the outset. It was dangerous. One wrong move and your fingers would have fallen off. It was difficult to handle. If you didn't cleave and polish the glass in almost sterile clinical conditions, there was no way the signal would pass properly through it. It was very expensive, far more so than copper. And worst of all, it was fragile. Really, really fragile. A piece of glass no thicker than a hair, what else was it ever going to be? In fact, we were so scared to adopt it, we even decided to compress video signals instead and compromise their quality, just so we could continue using copper. Unfortunately, this bad press which gave fibre its legacy all those years ago has remained until the present day, and here at TechLogix, we're going to show how those once feared qualities are now becoming nothing more than fables. For a long time now, we've been promising our customers future-proofed installations, giving them the sense of security that they will be able to update to the latest and greatest technology for many years to come. Well, 4K video is now very much part of our everyday lives, and 8K is just around the corner. If a client wants uncompressed 4K video now, he isn't going to get it with his Cat5e or Cat6 infrastructure, and if he's hoping for uncompressed 8K when it's available, forget it. How future-proofed is that? On top of that, high-quality video distribution is big business. The need to send far bigger resolutions much longer distances has never been so great, and to think we can achieve this with copper cabling is just not smart. Okay, so how is fibre any different today? Well, let's look back at those scary fibre qualities one by one. It's true that fibre cabling is constructed of tiny strands of glass. However, unlike the fibre of old, where this glass always had to be exposed, modern SSF grade fibres are built with a polymer-coated glass, so you never have to come in contact with the actual glass fibre during standard terminations, and it won't go through your finger no matter how hard you try. Not anymore it isn't. In fact, you can now terminate fibre optic cable onto an SC or LC connector in less than 1 minute with inexpensive tools. No more polishing, no more clinical environments, and no more week-long trainings just to get started. Fibre optic cable is actually less expensive than a shielded Cat6a cable, which is the only other cable ratified to handle 10 gigabits per second bandwidth required for modern-day 4K distribution. It's also less than half the thickness of Cat6a, it's far easier to terminate, and there's no chance of signal degradation due to noise on the cable. Thanks to the polymer coating around the glass, modern fibre cable is incredibly strong. In fact, it's the perfect solution for AV contractors used to fast, rough installations. SSF grade fibre features a 220 pound pull rating and a 3mm bend radius. That's tighter than the actual jacket of the cable. And if all those points don't have you convinced, how about the fact that fibre easily sends high definition signals many miles and is completely immune to RF and EM interference, static electricity and lightning strikes? So, that's the myth busted, and now you really are ready to offer your customers a future-proofed installation. For more information, visit tlnetworks.com.